field tested, which I just absolutely love. Great
And
looking
we
skin.
are going into the knife round.
Right, I'll see you in a bit, Kermit.
See you guys in a bit.
I miss you, buddy.
Love you.
User left
I
your
brought,
channel.
bro, they've actually bought knives. What is up with this?
Well, I don't know, personally I think the Huntsman on mini mode is going to be quite effective. The people who've chosen not to buy knives are going to be at quite a disadvantage here.
No,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
0-1-2 are going to win this. They have the most knives on their team.
Yeah, I think the Huntsman actually does about, was it 25 more damage? And 50 if you do a right swing, so it's like one hit kill.
Yeah, that's what I've heard also.
But upstep with the butter knife kill, that is ridiculous right there. Take it right under his feet.
I'm
Swiped him
still
out.
holding out on mini mode to clutch the round out, you know, 1v5. That's what we're waiting for.
Definitely. Oh, actually, is he sneaking up? No, they've seen him.
And the players are going to be chasing the other players.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
They all have knives.
Oh. They do. The T's do realize that they'll lose if they don't kill them.
And
Right.
it actually looks like... it looked like the T's were going to go for a B-site take, but they sort of got trapped in mid here, unable to really do much.
Did you know? Do you remember that song was a King of My Castle song? That's kind of what I'm kind of thinking right here. The suicide run, you know, go for it. Why not?
Someone's going to go for it, but not really managed to pick anything up. It's Warden coming in with the headshot.
He's doing it! Oh! Mini mode! We believed in you!
His aim just slightly off, I'd say. That's a shocking round for whichever team he's on. 0-1-2.
Just call him Do One. It's so much easier, mate. Just call him Do
know.
One. And how mad?
How mad are going to stay on the CT side to start this game off?
I
And we're
know.
going into the pistol round.
Honestly, I thought he was going to get headshot with that knife and win it, but maybe Clara as well.
So we're actually going to see the CTs here go with a few nades. Smokes and some flashbang. The T's choosing to do the same. 3 sets of ammo on both teams. 1 kit for the CT is going to give them a chance if it comes to retaking. You're going to see the T's get quite a quick pick onto FJ in mid before starting to push up the highway. Valadoom catches one on site.
It's Warden here. Did a lot of damage though. I mean, 2 of the T's down very low. I mean, 8 HP and 34. That's 1 hit.
And Eden just whiffed and whiffed before finally picking up the headshot on Huge Nipple. That's actually going to put it into a 3v2. Valadoom pushing in close.
That burst fire from Connor probably actually screwed him up over there.
Pass managing to pick up upstep before Eden finishes him off, giving the first round to Team Hamad.ru.
That's quite an interesting round. I mean, quite a few nice plays there as well. And they're going to go for the just basic SMGs and 2 Famises.
And you're going to see a force spike coming out of 0-1-2-1 here, with armor and pistols picked up. A smoke and a couple of flashes. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with that. And it looks like they're going to smoke off mid and potentially try a B-split. And actually, they're going to have one pushing straight into sandbags and another peeking out highway. Not able to do anything onto FJ.
And I mean, FJ just had to back out a bit. And I mean, they've really taken down Eden. That's a gun straight into their hands.
And it's one's going to pick up one before Huge Nipple replies straight back on
The bomb's down. What have they done?
FJ has the bomb. They're not really going to be able to do much here despite Viper's kill.
Saying that, he
As soon as Viper picks up FJ.
he heard you.
It didn't look likely, the FAMAS versus the MP9. But
No, that was
well,
yeah, that was quite the RNG shot right there. Very well played by him though.
and you're going to see the bomb going down on B
Upstep.
Upstep, finding Viper in... Is that a spot?
I don't know. He's just I don't know. I think he's just hiding, probably crapping his pants a little bit.
CT spawn. And Upstep's going to try and push onto the site to get the bomb, but they have planted it open, and both are just going to be sitting here waiting to pick him off as he tries to defuse. No aggression required. Just hold it. He is sitting on the bomb, tries to go for the defuse, but Connor picks him up. And they're actually going to exit the round with 2 guns and 2 sets of armor off a force. Very well played from 0-1-2 and just zoning out mid, stopping Hamad actually getting a foothold there. And Halmad are going to reply straight back with an eco of their own. Velodoom, the only one without armor, instead opting for a defuse kit. Give them the best chance into this run. FJX playing a close angle in mid. Catches the guy boost. Knows there's another one in there somewhere. Doesn't matter.
Gets denied.
Viper picks him up. Connor at the same time picking up it's one, but Velodoom an upset coming with a kill each before Huge Nickel takes Velodoom with a knife.
That name though.
Putting it into a 3v2. Upset's got a gun, but it doesn't look like he's going to do much, especially as Connor picks up Eden, leaving just him on 15 points of health on the A site.
Yeah,
Probably
3 versus 1.
Well, I was going to say probably just trying to save his armor and P90, but it doesn't look like he'll even manage that with Connor encroaching.
With a jump shot there with the Tech 9, that was just ridiculous. And yeah, he just wasn't allowed to save there. They would...
And that's actually going to put Halmad you in a very bad position with only 2 gram remaining on all their players.
Definitely, just going for the full save, going to wait for the money boost.
I would have thought they might have stacked the site, but instead they're opting for the default setup. Just hoping they can maybe get a couple of picks from close angles. And a 1-2-1 Connor just going to push straight up, taking out Warden as the rest of his team try and pummel A main.
Definitely, I mean, Mini there with that Famous takes down Eden. Absolutely perfect.
Casper already picked up one, and Connor as well, leaving it in a 2v4. I spoke too soon as Casper gets another one on FJ. And they spot Velodoom, the final player left alive, and Connor takes him with the P90 at long range.
Just not letting him get away. I mean, he was trying with all his might, but the Pro 90 is not forgetful. Or forgetful, rather.
And we're going to see Team Hamad, are you trying to come in with a full buy here? They're going to have a bit lacking on Warden with a FAMAS, but it shouldn't matter too much. The only problem is Casp has an AWP. I actually opted to put 2 players in mid early on, pushing one up into vents, just to give them a bit more control, because that has been an area they've been having trouble with so far.
We actually do have Viper pushing towards Squeaky Door here on A site, which can make all the difference if they're trying to do a fake or anything.
It looks like 012 are just going to be playing this round a bit slower than they have been so far.
Yeah, they realise... Yeah, well, I mean, maybe they realise that how mad are going to be having a full buy here. It's going to be a bit more of a difficult. Why push it? I mean, they've got time. Play it.
And as we say that 2 kills coming from the C2, not able to be responded on, instead going the other way with Eden picking up mini mode as well. Casp getting one back onto upstep, but leaving it in a 2v4. Not looking good for 012 to take the first buy round. Velodoom's actually going to pick up Casp in vents as well, leaving just Connor with the AK. We've seen him do big things in this tournament so far, but it doesn't... I know it's not looking great for them right now.
No, if he manages to pull this off, I'd be surprised. But I mean, he has 30 seconds to play with, so never mind.
It doesn't matter. Eden's just going to push up, no fear, pick him off for the 2k.
Just absolutely denied him there. It was just brutal.
Looking at the money, 0121 have built up a bit of a bank and should be able to buy into this round fairly effectively, even picking up an AWP on Viper. Team Hamad just sort of having some sort of issues choosing which guns to use. They had too many.
All the guns in the world, no choices there. And if Connor actually, yeah, Connor made the smart decision there to just to pull back and make the spray through there. I mean, I was very close to be again picked off.
Minimodo actually managed to get the entry onto A, pulling the mid player off before retreating back into main, not losing too much health. Still with 64 even after the nade. That's cleared out mid to pass the push, but he doesn't realise that Velodoom's going to be coming in from highway, peeking him from white, and almost...
Wow, that kill from Connor. That straight turn up from there, straight onto the headshot onto FJ. That is going to make this round for them. It's now a 1v3 situation with his Warden here, coming with the famous of all guns as well. If we look at his economy, only 500. Oh, no.
And Connor manages to pick up his third in the round. Again, just Connor putting in absolutely amazing work.
Definitely with
make something out of nothing, really. It didn't look like the round was going too well for them. I mean, they'd got a pick, they'd got some control, but Connor just picking up 2 in mid.
That wrapped up in with a nice little bow tie. Bow tie? Yeah. They have just opted, well, the CT side, how mad, have actually just opted for P250. A few of them buying some armor here and there.
Not really much in front of it, and they know where one of the players is, at least Connor does, picking up FJ early on in the round. They don't actually pop vents and go for the push on B. Looks like that's where they have their bombs. They are just going to be going for straight B control. Is Warden playing the smoke, seeing if he can get a couple of cheeky frags, and they're going to run right past him. Veladoom still playing sight despite the Molotov, and they did not check. He gets 2. It's Warden already shut down by Cass. Nipple also picking up upset.
Oh, wow.
Even leaving just Veladoom left. He put in amazing work on their take, and potentially could have Viper here, but with 2 health left, it's not looking particularly likely, and Viper knows he's there.
That was unfortunate. He was...
the smoke, almost distracted, but again, Veladoom just 2 points of health. He wasn't really going to get much done.
That was a really good eco. They did a lot of damage to the economy of the T's there. Managed to take out quite a lot of them. I mean, there were only 2 T's there, if I'm right in saying, left.
Potentially. I'll find out. There were 3 left, I think. And Veladoom and Minimo going to be trading frags at the beginning of the round, making sure their numbers stay even. Connor almost getting picked up by upset P90, but actually managing to pull the kill back before Viper nades him out.
Oh no, that is not going to do the team morale any good, and it's Warden here for the Pro 90 taking down Cat. Mini mode going down.
Finished off mini mode, and it's Warden actually also managed to tag Viper down to 10 HP, make that nothing.
That is a wrap.
Taking an AWP straight out of their hands for the price of a P90. That is very nice from Hamad.ru, just throwing caution to the wind and rushing in at the beginning of that round. Didn't look great for them, but they made it work somehow.
No, definitely. And that was a really good round from them. It's really crucial as well. It's at the right time for them. Their economy would really have sunken after that.
If they can make this round work, they're still in with quite a good chance of winning the half.
And it seems like it's definitely going to be a bit of an A push with 2 going towards Squeaky Doors.
The bomb actually playing Squeaky, and Eden's going to notice, but is he going to hit the shot? He hits 1. Huge nipple pushing him close from Fork. They're picking up 2. Eden and FJ13 going. Upstep still waiting there though. Manages to pick up 2 himself with the FAMAS. Not taking any prisoners. That's actually going to put into a 3v2 now.
And Bomb is at the back, that quad, and they know where he is. You know he has low HP. Nade could take him out.
But Minimo picking up Upset's going to put a bit of a dampener on the CT's attempt at holding. And Bomb goes down just in time as its Warden takes out Cass with a nade.
That pre-fire there from Veladoom.
They know where the last player is, and it doesn't matter. Minimo's going to pick up Warden, pushing in close, leaving just Veladoom to try and clutch the round out. He's going to smoke the bomb. It's a fake, but he's going to make that known with the noise.
Why did he go for the USP?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't have any ammo left.
Maybe so. That's a bit unfortunate. That was a good fake though, and they really could have had that working from them in their favour as well.
I thought he started making steps. I was sort of wondering what he was trying to do with that. They know where the bomb is. It's not likely you're going to make sort of a worthwhile fake in that specific section of site. There's not really anywhere to hide.
No, yeah, definitely not.
And that's going to reset their economy again.
But although saying that, they did pick up a Galil in mid.
No, again, just 2 players with armor, but they did make this work before doing a hell of a lot of economic damage, and it looks like that's the way it might go this round. Although huge nipple going to be tagging Upstep quite a lot through the door. Fast picking him up at the end. Mini mode finding Eden on site as well, clearing A out. Still 1 from car, but huge nipple gets him.
Huge Nibble is just playing absolutely perfectly with these spray downs. I got to say, since the beginning, he's just picking up his game. That AK is his friend.
They just don't seem too worried. They just seem to have the confidence. They're not really afraid of going for any duel, and you can see why. They're just... I mean, it's an anti-eco, so there's that, but still just picking up some quite nice frags from across the map.
Definitely, and I mean, I think how Mad really need to sort of change up where they're playing, maybe even change people around at different sites. I mean, take a mid control. I mean, they've started doing that more and more now, but just doesn't seem to be helping them as much.
So they try and take it, but they lose it, and the rounds they have taken it, it's not worked out. Saying that FJ13 is going to try and change it up, going for an aggressive play on B, I think, and dying for it. To
he tried to push through. I mean, he smoked it down and it's held the corner, but Huge Nipple just pre-fired it. And to be fair, it's a normal angle to pre-fire. It's just unfortunate.
Veladoom actually playing close mid, manages to pick up the corner before Viper takes him out with the AWP. Still leaving it in the T's favour, 3v4. Upstep getting damaged quite a bit as well, down to 7 points of health. But it's Ward managed to pick up Huge Nipple actually, putting it back into a 3v3 and... Well, in the round, Eden's going to try and peek mid, but get fought off. It's for Upstep, sorry, still trying to hold on to that A site. They know Eden's car, they should have seen him. And he's just going to whiff some shots. Not really able to get a huge amount done.
Wow, that headshot from mini mode was beautiful. Unfortunately for Eden, he did with, what was it, 4 shots there, unfortunately. It's going to be all down to its Warden there.
And he's going to pick up the first on Viper and mid. They know where he is. He might want to change up his angle here. Actually smoking highway off, but he doesn't realise the angle Minimode's holding, and he gets the walking headshot with the AK.
No matter what, he got the 3 kill.
He just doesn't seem able of missing at this point. Like...
Yeah, just the aim and the sprays and the headshots here are just absolutely beautiful, and they're playing very well.
I'm walking backwards with an AK. You shouldn't be able to hit the head, but...
RNG, mate. RNG.
It would seem they've got that one. No, it was like FJ13 going for an aggressive deagle play. Actually managed to take Huge Nipple out early in the round. That could be good for them.
If they get that AK to back, it might well be worth it.
But Viper going in for the entry on B side. FJ13 not even managing to jump up. He does eventually manage picking up Viper and Checkers.
3 versus 3.
3 versus 3, but the rifle, well, the gun advantage and health advantage and armor advantage, all on the T side at this point.
And sight advantage as well.
The CTs don't have much going for them.
No, definitely not. I mean, they've got sight control, they've got the weapons, they're taking down Veladoom. It's now a 2v3 situation, just save the AK.
It looks like that's exactly what FJ13 is going to try and do, potentially going for some exits, but
wow.
In the end saving.
Was that a jump kill? I think it landed.
I think it was just landed, but it was a wall bang through the side of the box.
That's crazy. And I think I mean, are they going to go for this hunt?
It looks like they are going to go pushing off A through mid, potentially going to try and go B site for the hunt. Yeah, it looks like Connor's going to be hunting him.
And of course, of all people, it's Connor as well. And unfortunately, he is going to go straight past him, not realizing he's on Toxic. 30 HP though, I mean, that's not much health. Managed to get away with it though, hiding in the corner.
And that's actually going to help their economy out quite a bit, allowing them, well, they would have got a full buy anyway, but it's given FJ13 some money to work with, so if they win this round, they might actually be able to get an AWP going if that favours them. Still going to have, well, I'd say not the best buy, but it doesn't really matter about head armor at this point. All the Ts are running AKs, so that shouldn't come into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've played 3 mid, but they didn't go for the boost, and I mean, I don't know. Oh wow! What was that?
That was a lovely one coming in from FJ13 playing car.
Oh, that left me a bit speechless there. That was beautiful right there. And T's are actually going to be pushing into B side here. And if we switch over to Is Warden here, it's going to be down to him to be defended. And unfortunately, it's down to 50 HP already. Throwing an aid back in response.
Connor managed to take out Upstep and Vents, giving them more control over the B site, but Veladoom on the rotate manages to pick him up. It's Warden going down on the B site, FJ13 trying to rotate, but just a bit too slow. Veladoom's going to give his position away entirely as he had to break the Vents, but he is still going to manage one. Even picking up one himself, leaving just Cast with the AWP versus 2.
And the bomb hasn't gone down yet, so as soon as he makes a single noise...
They're going to know.
Why? They don't need to peek this.
And they're not going to peek that. He's faking it out. They might believe it, but it's been enough time. They know the bomb's not going down currently. Or at least they should. Going to push anyway. They don't care. They're going to get it.
Brilliant.
Giving How Mad Are You their 4th round in the game.
I'm not going to lie. They deserve that. After that shot from FJ, they deserve that round.
Still not looking great for them though. And if they really want a chance on their T-half, they should be looking to pick up the next 2 rounds.
Definitely.
And it looks like they're going to come into this round with actually quite a good buy for the first time, having an AWP despite the FAMAS, they are going to have an AWP going into it, which, depending on where played, could give them quite an advantage.
Unfortunately, they've played a bit of a weak A, and that's actually going to be where it's going to be pushed. I mean, FJ is switching over already after the call has been made on A side from Eden. But they are going to be pushing in quite hard. Oh, no, they're falling back.
Well, I mean, Eden picks up the kill of the AWP, and I think that just stalled them a little bit. FJ hesitant to rotate from mid, as I think he feels Viper pushing, and Viper's just going to get free reign over highway. Neither player noticing who's there, but FJ finally managing to pick him up and end his reign. Only got one kill out of it, but it was nice. Eden picking up one before, well, picking up another one before going down to huge nipple on site. But Upstep picking up Connor will favour them quite hugely, leaving just huge nipple on site. Does manage to get the plant before FJ finishes them off though. It's actually not looking good for the team at the moment. I mean, after that round, their economy is not great, but with the bomb bonus and the loss bonus, they should be able to get something done this round, if not much.
No, definitely, and that round really could have gone either way, right there at the end there. Fortunately, they managed to pick it back up. So Teaser opts in for a bit of a deagle and a little mixed play here.
So it's the last round, they just have to buy what they can. It's Warden going to pick up one, but Cass actually managing to get the second entry. Upstep picking him up, finally, but on only 10 points of health, it might have been slightly too late. Eden's still playing the A site, reluctant to rotate despite the fact that a couple of Ts have been spotted on B, and they continue to push mini mode, getting a lovely kill onto FJ13. Upstep retreating fully out, not quite ready to commit on the health he's on.
What's
Gets
that?
flashed out. Still They're just throwing their flashes away. It's the last round, they don't need them.
No, he's about to headshot him as well, I'm pretty sure. Eden there with the AWP on huge nipple. Quite a big target to go down and hits him anyway.
But only 10 points of health remaining. No, it's not looking good.
What?
Veladoon goes down, leaving just the AWP on 10 points of health. He picks up one on Connor, leaving just mini mode. I mean, this is where you dream about the big plays.
He knows where he is. He only had 10 HP to play with, and unfortunately, that just wasn't enough. I mean, we went with the P250, it just didn't have the time.
I mean, Eden trying to get the shot, but all it took was one bullet from mini mode to just scrape him, and he was gone.
Definitely.
Actually, we've seen mini mode pulling ahead slightly in the fragments here, going 19 for 7.
And he really is playing very well. I mean, Connor as well. I mean, Connor's playing the main sort of aggressor on this, I would say. I mean, especially early on the T side. And we are going to see the full, well, nearly full armor buy from the CT side.
Actually, I'm playing for a Molotov, which is something you don't see hugely often. Casper is going to run into a few, picking up one. Prompting Connor to go for the aggressive push into A main, getting picked up by Veladoon without getting a single kill. Casper's going to realise that mid's being compromised, huge nipple going down, going to pick up Upstep before Warden finish them off. This leaves just Minimode and Viper to get the job done.
They are actually going to... They're actually going to get the bomb down as well in the open, which is a perfect plant, and that's exactly what they needed.
But as I was about to say, it is looking possible for the CTs with 2 of them on 10 points of health, and you're going to see that Molotov come into play from Viper. Just missing it onto Quad, not exactly sure what he was trying to do that. And they're going to realise the last is A main, and Viper's just going to be tasked with holding him off. Minimode's actually going to go down, and they don't have a kit, they can't get this defuse.
That was so unfortunate.
That's going to be the pistol round for how mad are you?
And that was a really, really smart play as well. I mean, he went straight for the bomb planter, ignored the immediate death threat, and just went for the fact that, well, I hope to God he doesn't have a defuse kit. Well, actually, no, even with the defuse kit, did he have that?
If he had a defuse kit, I think he might have got it, but without, it was definitely gone at that point.
No, yeah.
That was actually very well played from the final tier remaining there. He just realised he had the focus. Something that's quite hard to do actually when you have someone rushing in your face.
Definitely, yeah. And that's why I was saying it's just so well played.
And you're going to see the T's slowing it down a bit on this anti-eco. Well, I say anti-eco. It looks like the CTs are going for a quasi-buy. Not going to work for Nipple as he gets taken out by Eden early on up in Squeaky. FJ also picking up Viper, who seemed completely oblivious, pushing in. through storage.
And I think this is a really good read of the temperaments of Team Do1, because they played aggressive on the T side, and I mean they played a bit aggressive on the piss round as well. So I mean, why not just go for the weights and just picks?
No, it makes sense. They actually seem to be quite intent on finding out what sort of team they're playing against and playing to their strengths and their team's weaknesses. As opposed, it didn't work on their CT side so much. I just don't think they were hitting the shots. But on their T side, it could see them doing quite well.
Better doing there, doing some 360s there, checking all the angles.
Well, I mean, with MLG hosting a major, he does have to get his skills honed if he wants to get picked up by a big team.
No, definitely, and I mean, we're going to see a lot of FaZe clans starting up here for the 360 no-scopes in the Orbs.
You get some Dorito sponsorships going, man.
Definitely, mate, definitely.
I mean, Greg's is always going to be
Greg's, oh man, we need to get Greg's on board. I need to message them.
Gregs.com. I don't need to be paid to sponsor Greg's. Gregs.com, join us.
Yeah, screw that, just sponsor us, just want your name. And the prizes to be given, free pasties.
I mean, if you could win a year's supply of sausage rolls at a CS LAN, would you?
No. Not personally.
You a vegetarian or something?
Yeah, I am. I'm an evil vegetarian. Although I would, because I could sell them, so.
That explains. FJ's going to pick up the entry frag onto the B site. Taking out Minimum, one of the main threats from Do1, as discussed earlier. Also going to pick up Viper, giving them a bit of a better opportunity. But Huge Nipple just going to push straight into a name with the aggressive USPS play, losing only 1 point of health before taking down his target.
I'm sorry, that name is just getting taken down by a Huge Nipple. Just makes me laugh. Oh man.
And you're going to see the T's get the bomb plant on B after clearing the site. And it's going to be a 4v2. Not looking good for Do1 there.
If anyone could get it.
Connor with the armor and Huge Nipple with the MP7, but it doesn't matter. Huge Nipple's going to go down, leaving just Connor, and it looks like he's going to fall back to the 8 site and save, giving himself a possibly stronger buy next round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with that, wow, yeah, I didn't realize just how far Minimode has actually pushed ahead with a 21-10. I mean, their economy, they're going to be able to pick up a little bit of an extra money this round, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
With the money Connor has,
And
I
Viper
don't
there.
have as much as I thought. Actually, they're all going to get a decent buy-in. It'd be interesting to see if they pick up defuse kits on many of their players, as it doesn't look like they're really going to be able to afford it, and they can't. No defuse kits picked up, so if the bomb goes down, that is not good for them.
Go for the double mid smoke here as well, and potentially the flash as well.
I think that was a triple mid smoke, just a wall of smokes blocking vision, but Cap actually push up quite aggressive, trying to get the kill, but Upstep manages to find him just in time. Again, the T's switching their style up, going aggressive, and FJ has the shots, picking up 2 on the entry. Huge Nipple going to take out Upstep and mid, but being dropped to 15 points of health will not aid their retake.
And Minimode there, not protecting his back, not realizing his teammates were watching down CT.
All CT is coming in from the same angle, and I think they got the information there actually from that. Although Warden doesn't seem to have listened.
No, yeah, I think they had enough there, but I mean, FJ didn't even see it. I mean, he's still watching vents. They don't know.
Connor manages to pick up 2. Huge Nipple with the 3rd, and FJ13 picks him up in response. Just Connor versus FJ13 now. And FJ13 knows he's on site and manages to pick up the kill.
And I think that was a little bit of information from Eden, knowing that he'd lit him up as well. Having that little bit more extra confidence in FJ as well.
And actually, from the 10-5 scoreline of the first half, it looks like Hamad are actually about to tie it up if they get this round. And with the buy from the CTs, that is not looking unlikely. I mean, they're forced up on pistols, but only 2 with armor and not really any utility to speak of. I was going to say it wouldn't matter if Minimode hit that shot, but he didn't quite manage.
It depends. If he got that headshot, he might well have done it.
Connor and Huge Nipple are going to go down, leaving it in a 3v5. And that's both players with armor, so that's not going to be good for Do1 at all. FJ almost getting caught out by the boost by Cast, but I think by this point, Halmad are just sort of expecting him to be somewhere weird in mid. Every round he's gone for some sort of hyper-aggressive, strange boost up in mid. And it's just going to be a cleanup now.
Yeah, definitely. I'd just like to comment back on that smoke round they had there. I mean, isn't that just a bit much of a envy strat that they pulled there? I'm pretty sure that's what they tend to do.
But just all the smokes mid and then push somewhere.
Yeah, they just push out and absolutely storm it. I'm pretty sure that's one of their plays they do. And it works. I mean, it did there, definitely. Just absolutely destroyed them.
If you have the aim to back it up, it can work.
No, definitely, yeah.
And the CTs, after the couple of ecos, are actually going to go for a double AWP setup this time. Opting to buy 2 defuse kits, and the Ts are going to come straight back into it with another smoke round. I thought it might have been a fake, because it's a bit, I don't know, it sort of telegraphs where you're going to go. And they almost get the bomb dropped in mid, which would have been awful for them. Huge Nipple playing very aggressive mid, manages to pick up FJ13. He spotted the guy boost, but I'm not sure he noticed him. So they're getting all the rotates coming in through mid. Palmad actually just waiting for the aggression, seeing if they can trade onto it. It doesn't look like they'll be able to at this point, with the bomb trapped near vents. They know where he is, and there's not a huge amount he can do. Connor already holding the angle, ready to pounce.
And Viper here not quite knowing whether he's going to come from vents or is he going to come from mid. It's quite a few different directions he come to, and he hasn't got anyone backing him up there.
And Upstuff actually was doing quite an important job there, just trying to distract him a bit on a pull some players off of mid so that Eden might have been able to make some plays, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case as Eden drops, leaving its Warden in A main with the AWP. Bomb dropped all the way on the highway. The CTs really don't need to get aggressive here, but Connor, as always, will not listen to that advice and instead will go for the flank, picking him up with ease.
Connor, playing calmly? I don't think so. Head first straight in, going for the aggressive plays.
Although the CT is going to end up with 3 AWPs and a Nova into this round.
Bit of an interesting strat, but I mean, at least they've got 4 AWPs, including a Nova, which I count as an AWP.
I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but the T's looking like they're going to go for another mid strat. Huge Nipple playing up close to the Nova. Going to pick up one before switching to the AK. Veladoom actually going to respond on him, and Casper getting one as well. Connor just whiffing his shot slightly before getting mollied out of connector.
That was such a nice flick. Unfortunately, it just didn't land. I think it landed just next to him.
Although Minimode just picked up a lot of information pushing into A main.
And if we switch over to Upstep here, he's actually pushed up highway, so he has a lot of ability to push up here.
And Minimode in the position to take out Veladoom, but not quite holding the right angle. Casper come up with 2 on the A site, leaving just FJ with the bomb.
What?
Connor's gonna hit him through the smoke with a no-scope.
It's a quick scope, and that was so nice. I mean, the jump over the smoke, being able to see his and just aim perfectly onto him. Beautiful kill from him. And that was a really important round for the CTs. Unfortunately, the backstab is going to take Minimode straight down to 39 HP.
Well, with the headshots he's been hitting, he won't be needing that health.
No, definitely not. I mean, he hasn't got a kill for a few rounds, but it can always change.
And they're going to be running triple AWP again, with Connor getting flashed into A main early for that information. They're going to realise there's a good likelihood it would be hit, and potentially one of their A players should be rotating at this point.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one here. I mean, the mid player is rotating quite early on, but I mean, Viper already goes down, Minimode with the grenade, but he's on low HP anyway.
He manages to hit the dunk nade on Veladoom, dropping him before finding 2 players crossing, not managing to take down either, but dropping its one with 2 points of health. Again, leaving it a 4v4. They don't have the health advantage, but Minimode is put straight in. No chill.
No issue here. I mean, Minimode, unfortunately, I mean, if he made that pick, all the difference there, but as we can see, Connor's going to run all the way home here. Realising that the 2v1 situation is probably not going to work out for him.
It's actually be a 3v1.
3v1, I didn't even know his Warden there for that 2 HP. That was crazy.
And with the AWP, the 2 HP doesn't make a huge amount of difference, so quite a wise move from him to just hold CT spawn and see if any of them are going to exit into his crosshair. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't look like they will, picking up their 11th round. Its Warden's still going to die. 2 points of health is not a time to get cocky.
No, definitely not.
The CTs still seem to have fairly decent money, or at least enough to force into this round somewhat. Connor keeping a hold of his AWP, and pistols being picked up on the rest.
And they don't have the major round advantage either, so they do have to be careful they don't let this run away from them. I mean, Connor has 6k, so he has a lot of money sort of sitting in his bank. but it's probably not enough to drop each one of his teammates though.
No, I assume he's just saving for the orphan. Viper's actually going to go for the not quite pot flash, but it's still going to catch a couple of them out. Not managing to pick up the kills though. And he's going to do it again. They're not expecting it. He actually managed to pick up its Warden in storage before FJ finishes him off. Upstep just waiting for the aggression. They know it's coming at this point in the game, and it works for them again. Huge nipple going down.
They actually missed him going past.
And Upstep realizes Casper's there. They know that these guys like to push aggressive. They know they like to play strange angles, and they are capitalizing on that to great effect. Connor, however, still going to be holding aim in with the AWP, and he drops the bomb. It looks like he's going to pick up the second as well in Upstep. He just misses Veladoom pushing past, and they'll be on the site. They know where Connor is, and they're going to pick him up at car. They don't know that Minimode's playing Squeaky, although no, it doesn't look like they've heard it. Both of them seem to be ignoring him. Minimo going to notice now as he gets... What?
This is playing very dangerously right here, and that switch over there was perfect. I mean, that flash, bit of a flop. Wow.
Actually, FJ playing that. I'm sorry, I got quite confused. And FJ going to hit the headshot regardless.
Ross running backwards. I think that's a bit of a, bit of a revenge kill in Minimode, who got that in mid last half. Or was it Connor? I think it was him though.
That's actually going to tie it up at 12-12. Looking to be a close game between these two teams. The CT side economy I would have thought would have been enough for sort of a buy, but it looks like they're just going to go for sort of a quasi buy again, picking up a Mag 7, and apart from that, just pistol armor on a couple of players and pistols on the rest.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, Connor should probably have dropped the Viper there so he could do a little bit more damage. But 9 to 18, maybe not.
For a couple of hundred, it probably would have been worth it, especially as he's still sitting with 5 grand in his bank. Minimo just holding the angle. It's going to pay off as he picks up Eden with the 1D. Gets Veladoom with the second. Just misses FJ with the third, who picks him up. Huge nipple taken out. It's Warden with his D, and FJ actually managed to pick up 2 into the round. But dropping down to 17 points in health with 3 CTs remaining. It's not looking good. Connor just trying to hit whatever he can with the mag. Pulls out the nade, and he's dead. FJ couldn't do anything. Connor's gonna find...
And a jump shot.
And Upset whiffs the first shot. At that point, at that range, there's not much you can do.
It's a bit of a rip. Unlucky, mate.
That is a horrible round for Halmad, especially as it was a force buy coming in from 0-1-2-1. And realistically, it should have been theirs. And it's actually going to break their economy, forcing them onto an eco for the first time in a while, as 0-1-2-1 get their first full buy in quite some time, with Viper actually opting to go for the auto. Huge nipple taking down FJ and Warden before being picked up by Veladoom in mid. Connor just waiting, and of course he's going to hit it. Eden hears the vents pop. And it looks like they're wanting to take the bomb towards B. But people are on site. Eden actually managed to pick up Connor in a ridiculous turn of events. I mean, and they don't quite know where to go.
Yeah, I mean, they have this AWP. I mean, are they going to... I mean, there's not really much of a chance to save it, to be honest. I mean, Eden's down, and he's dead. Minimode here.
Minimode thought he had that kill on Upset, but didn't quite... Not going to matter, he'll pick it up in the end.
And I mean, Upset only managed to tap him slightly through the wall there.
I don't think Viper's auto even came into play that round, so they might still be oblivious to it. That could be a nasty surprise at some point.
Yeah, I don't actually remember hearing that at all during that. I mean, the T's flying full AKs, and I mean, 1 Pro 99, it's Warden, which, to be fair, he does very well with.
They're going to be on a buy, just looks like they're trying to put some aggression over towards the A site. Bomb dropped in mid, just sort of spreading out, seeing what they can do. It's Warden going to be pushing in Squeaky, looking to see if there's an aggressive player, and there is in Connor, but it doesn't matter, he's going to hit the shots. Drops low, but not low enough. Viper, however, putting in work with the auto sniper, picking up Upstep in storage. Going for the second, but doesn't quite hit it. Veladoom is on 40 health now. The nade's going to come in and miss. I mean, with Connor hitting shots like that with the M4 and Viper on the auto sniper on B, where do they go from here? Where's the smart play?
I think taking over mid. They've done it quite well previously, but they've stopped doing it. And I think that's probably one of the fullies behind it.
And Eden's going to pick up Connor. but Casp and Huge Nipple are going to respond. The problem is when they've taken mid, the CTs have done quite a good job this half of responding to that. If they take mid, the CTs push other places and corner them. What they really need to, I think, is actually execute a fake, force in the pushes from the CTs and take them out at close range with some pistols. But we are going to be going into match point. The T's not on much money. Life are going to pick up one of the auto snipers before being dropped. Mini Mode in the room picks up 3 with an AK spray. Veladoom managing to respond onto him, but being the last player alive against 3 is not going to be feeling good for him right now.
No, definitely not. I mean, that's on the match point as well. In the final, the pressure is on. 1 AK in his hands. Is he going to be able to pull off this 1v3, 2 ops in their hands? No.
And he's not going to see Huge Nipple, and that'll be the game.
It goes up against the Huge Nipple, who's just too much of a target. Too much of a good player to take him down.
Brilliant game. I mean, it got ridiculously close at some points, but Mini Mode was just hitting ridiculous shots. Huge Nipple and Connor also going quite big within that match.
No, definitely, it was really enjoyable to watch, and yeah, we can see there Mini Mode dropping a 30 bomb, 30 to 18, 24 with on Huge Nipple as well, who kind of like popped in and into his own mode there, joining up with Connor to help boost them.
On the T side, I mean, well, on Team Halmad, you could see some nice shots coming off. You could see them have the potential to make something out of it, but they just, I don't know, they either pushed too aggressively and got caught off, or they held out a bit too long and weren't expecting the aggression. It just sort of alternated between rounds, with 0-1-2-1 managing to switch it up just enough to keep them on their toes.
No, definitely, that is exactly what happened, and surprised. I mean, I'm surprised that Mini hasn't got a team, and if not, he definitely needs to go get one. And someone jokingly says, take away Rattlesnake, add Mini Mode. Not quite yet, I think he's got a bit to go, but he's definitely on the road. I mean, if anyone can do it, everyone can do it. So you just need to join the team. I mean, that's one of the main reasons for the mix, is for people to join together and actually practice. So if you guys don't try and find teams within this, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Didn't Uprose find some of their players through the mixed tournament?